Hi guys, it's Mina, and sorry for the bad lighting, it's nighttime. Anyway, today in this video I'm going to do my top 10 Robbin Williams movies. Now, I love Robbin Williams and I've seen a ton of his movies, and I always say this in a bunch of my reviews that he's in, that I've seen him in so many movies that if I named every single movie that he was in, it would take up way too much time. But I thought it would be fun to talk about all the movies that I've seen him in that I really love. So I'm going to get started, and if you guys have any favorite Robbin Williams movies, please be sure to let me know in the comments below. And if you guys have a Robbin Williams movie that you want me to review that I didn't review yet, please let me know in the comments below and I will do my review on that. So I'm going to get started. So number one on my list had to be Aladdin. Now, I don't know why, a lot of people actually don't like this movie, but I love this movie. It's one of my favorites. I love Robbin Williams as the genie in this movie. This is probably like the most memorable films that I've watched him in, that I've heard his voice in, and I love his sense of humor in this movie. The genie is a very funny character. I love how he teaches Aladdin. I was about to say another name, but oh well. I was about to say Alan when I meant to say Aladdin. Whoops, I don't know why. Anyway, he teaches Aladdin how to be himself, which I really like. And I love how and I love his sense of humor. He's still funny as he always is in his movies. And if you guys are interested in my Aladdin review, I'll link that in the description box down below. Number two on my list would have to be Mrs. Doubtfire. I like this one because, you've got Robbin Williams, who is a voice actor for a cartoon, and then he, with his acting abilities, he uses it to trick his ex-wife into letting him, be the housekeeper as he is disguised as a British woman and a nanny who cleans the house for everybody and takes care of the kids, when he's actually a father who's trying his best to spend more time with his children. Number three on my list would have to be Jumanji. Now this one, Adam Sandler is more of a little bit more of a dramatic actor rather than a comedy actor. He plays a guy, in this film he plays a guy who is, was trapped in the game Jumanji for a very long time, since he was like, I think 12 years old. I don't know how old he was as a kid when he got trapped in there, after playing it with one of his friends. And he comes out a few years later after another group of kids play it, and then they try to finish the game to make everything go away together. Number four on my list would have to be Hook. Now, I like Hook because he's more of a dramatic actor in this one. This one he plays a father who is more focused on his job rather than his family. So he, but after his kids get kidnapped, he starts to realize how important they are to him. And that's what I like. When you don't pay attention to someone and then you lose something, and then you realize how they're important to you and you go to get them back. And that's what I really like about it. And if you guys are interested in my Hook review, by the way, I did review this in honor of Robbin Williams when he died. I will link that in the description box down below. Number five on my list had to be Flubber. Now this one is one of my most favorite Robbin Williams movies. I think this was the first one I've ever saw him in person in. So yeah, I like this one because you got Robbin Williams, who plays a college professor, and he invents this this thing called Flubber, which is flying rubber, and and the flying rubber goes like bonkers. Like, he throws it out around everyone's house, and it's like a green slime, and it looks like that apple dipping sauce that used to be at Burger King. It was like a green apple slime dipping sauce. I don't know what it was, but it was like and it also kind of reminds me of the apple hard candy deal a little bit because of the color, and it goes havoc all over the place, but it ends up saving the college, which is pretty cool, and the jobs of everybody. Number six on my list had to be Robots. I like this one because you got Robbin Williams doing the voice of another character. So he plays like a robot who's falling apart, who becomes friends with the main character, who is also a robot who wants to help his inventions. And this one, And this character is pretty funny because he's like falls apart everywhere, and he like loses his arms, loses his hands, and I love his comedy in there. He still has this unbelievable sense of humor. Number 7 on my list would have to be RV. I like this one because you got Robbin Williams playing a dad who doesn't pay much attention to his family, but after he has to cancel one of his family trips, he tricks his wife into thinking that they're still going on a trip by renting an RV by going on a cross-country trip together, and they all try to get closer together and that's what I like, a family who's kind of separated try to get closer together. They're on a trip. And they do have some funny scenes in that movie. Number 8 on my list would have to be Aladdin and the King of Thieves. Now, Robbin Williams has only appeared in the first Aladdin of his voice, and the third Aladdin. The second Aladdin the Genie was voiced by someone else. I can't remember his name. Just so you guys know. No, if you're wondering if Robbin Williams was in the second Aladdin, no, he wasn't. I like this one because you got Robbin Williams playing the Genie again, and nobody can, in my opinion, nobody can beat Robbin Williams as the Genie. Genie, he's like the best actor of the Genie. I love his sense of humor he brings. Like his character imitates other characters from movies, like Forrest Gump, and he plays like what's her name, Mrs. Doubtfire in Aladdin too. He like plays the roles of so many characters. The Genie plays the role of so many characters. It's so funny. Number 9 on my list would have to be Happy Feet. I like this one because you got Robbin Williams as Lovelace, and he's a little bit more dramatic, like in this film. He plays like a penguin who answers questions and helps the main character understand what he's going through. Number 10 on my list would have to be Night at the Museum. I like this one because you got Robbin Williams kind of playing a hilarious version of a real-life president named Theodore Roosevelt. Well, and he's a pretty funny character in that film. And to be honest, I honestly didn't even notice. The first time I saw Night at the Museum, I had just realized that Robbin Williams was in it, and I was like, my brother or something was like, no, you didn't really notice or something. I don't know. Remember, it was pretty funny. The first time I saw it, I had just realized that Robbin Williams was in it. And I've seen that movie so many times, just so you guys know. And again, I love Robbin Williams. Okay, so those are my top 10 Robbin Williams movies, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!